Good morning, good people. It's your boy Big B, and I'm here to share some thoughts with you as always. So, thank you in advance for taking time out of your busy morning to tune in and listen to my thoughts and rambling. So, recently, as we've all seen in the news, it's prominent and rampant about all of these sexual harassments, assaults, and even the worst, rape, coming to light. And I am so happy to see this because, just like any other action in life, sometimes it takes people stepping up and out for other people to come out and follow. I remember something similar to this last year when there was a guy on the metro that was stabbed to death, and someone took his iPhone, and they said there was 15 witnesses around and no one did anything. And I was scolding it, and one of my friends made a comment and said, sometimes people need to see other person's actions before they step in. Meaning, like, if someone like me, who wouldn't have sat there idly by, who's not afraid of violence and dealt with a lot of extreme violence in my life, would have immediately jumped up to help that person. He was saying that other people would have probably come along and helped too. So I believe that this is a good thing that people are finally bringing these things to light, because I'll tell you what, in my own personal experience, out of the 130 plus women that I've dated in my life before I got married, I would say that over 70 something percent that told me about it were either raped, molested, or sexually assaulted sometime in their life. And guess how many of them actually got justice? Guess. Not one single one ever reported it, pressed charges, told the police about it, nothing. All because of shame. And it's funny go look up and Google the interview on Terry Crews. Now, you guys know who Terry Crews is, the big, huge, ripped black dude. He's 6'4", 245 pounds. And he was on an interview with Good Morning America, I believe. And he told about the whole thing. So for those of you who haven't seen it, I'll tell you about it. Now, you see what Terry Crews is. Terry Crews is a bad motherfucker. He's a former NFL athlete. He's an actor. He works out. He is strong as fuck. And he's not scared of anybody. And he was talking about going to a Hollywood party with his wife, and one of the most powerful agents in all of Hollywood, a super multimillionaire, a male, assaulted him. He was sitting at a table across from Terry, blowing kisses at him, winking at him, licking his lips, and then he approached Terry and he grabbed his dick. And Terry was like, whoa, and he pushed him off and was like, what are you doing? And it was Adam Sandler's agent. He was like, hey, Adam, come get your boy. Terry's wife saw the whole thing, had to grab him and collect him, because when he pushed the guy back, he's still like blowing kisses and making advances, like reaching down trying to grab his junk again, and he had to leave. And he said he got to his car and he almost like ripped the steering wheel off. But being a 6'4", 245 pound black man, if he had assaulted that dude, the story might have been spun a different way. It is what it is. It's the truth. Looking at him and looking at this little dude, the disparage of violence would have been bad. So his wife was proud of him that he pulled off, and now but imagine a man having to admit that another man sexually assaulted him. My own personal experience with it, it's funny because it's not funny, but it's funny to me in this sense. I also think it's a frame of mind. I am so happy to see all of these men that have been sexually assaulting and harassing these women finally, being brought to justice. But as a man, I've been sexually harassed and assaulted by women a lot. I mean, in my work career, I had a lot of female bosses. And I can tell you guys that not once did I ever feel offended by it. I always felt flattered by it. Some were annoying, like when I was 23 and there was a woman who was older, a very attractive woman. She was married to a police officer, and she was ultra aggressive. She used to grab me, my junk, my ass, make lewd comments in the office, pull her skirt up. She'd have no panties on, bend over desks, do all kinds of stuff. But again, I just took it as annoying. It never really offended me, it's not something I really felt like I needed to say. But that's just me personally, okay? I'm glad, though, like I said, that these people are being held accountable, because, again, it just takes me back to all those women in my life I've known that have gotten harassed, raped, assaulted, and they never got justice. So hopefully now this will encourage them, seeing other people who are big people and leaders in our society coming out, and maybe they'll get some of that justice that they've never received all their lives, too. I have 3 beautiful warrior princesses that I'm doing my best to raise and make sure that they're safe and that they know what to do. And I hope that if they ever encountered something like this, they would get justice, or they would at least come and tell me so I can go get some vigilante justice for them. But I just am glad, and I think this is a good thing, and I hope that this will encourage more people who have been hurt and assaulted like this to come out and get these people, you know, get your own justice, you know, get the justice that you deserve, because it's not right and it's wrong. But at the same time, I know in the past that you have, it's a fine line you have to walk. Like at the gym, you know, I help people all the time. Well, I remember one time there was a woman who was doing an exercise that literally could have dislocated her shoulder, and I saw it from across the gym. So I walked up very politely and nicely. I stood about 5 feet away from her and I said, "Hey, ma'am, I'm sorry to interrupt you. My name is Baraka James. I apologize for disturbing you, but you're doing something that's dangerous that could possibly dislocate your shoulder." And I was like, "If you don't mind, may I please show you?" And she got up off the machine. I showed her the proper form and the proper technique. And then I said, "That's all. I apologize again for bothering you. Some people don't like it." And I walked away thinking I did a good deed and thought I did something to help her. And all I was doing was being polite and being my normal self. Well, guess how she interpreted that? She interpreted it as me hitting on her. Not even close. And I was really pissed off about it when I heard back about it from one of my friends. One of my friends worked as a personal trainer at that gym. And I found out later that that's the way she interpreted me trying to help her and be a good guy. So one of my other friends was like, "You know what? If you ever need to do that again, call her dude or bro." He was like, because maybe if you call her a name like that, she would understand that you were just trying to help her out and not trying to hit on her or get her in her pants or whatever, because that, again, was not the case. So again, just some thoughts I had. I hope you guys are having an awesome fucking day. It is Thursday. Kick ass. As always, stay positive, stay strong, do your best, and get out there in the world and work hard and make a change. Be the change you want to see happen in society. Be positive, be strong, be good to each other, be polite, help where and when you can, and whoever you can, because there's a lot of people out there that need it, and they could just use a smile will brighten their days. All right, guys, have a great day. Your boy Big B is out, and I will talk to you guys soon. Be strong, be safe, stay positive. Much love.